I think ultimately when we select lineups and when we select squads, it's about the team. And my decisions will always be for the good of New York City Football Club and the performances in the game in front. And, there's many reasons why we select different lineups. And I say again, it's for the good of the team. And the team is always the most important, factor in my mind and my selection. And Gabriel Pereira, he's aware. I mean, he came in late. He's had no pre-season. He literally played 15 minutes against St. Louis in a pre-season game the day after he traveled. He then played 45 minutes 3 days later against Portland, which was 7 days pre-Nashville. And then we rolled him 90 at Nashville, 90 at Chicago, 70 Miami, 70 DC. Then we played him again. He's had 472 minutes with no preseason. And, a guy like that is going to get tired, there's a risk of injury. And he's a really important guy for us. And you see tonight he comes on and he gives us life and real offensive quality. And, his time will come. He just needs to keep working and keep getting that base in, because some of our guys didn't get that preseason due to timings of visas and timings of recruitment.
Ronnie?
Hey, Coach, just wanted to ask a little bit on what you thought of the minutes from Richie Ledesma and also just minutes on the youngster, Steven Turnbull. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think we've shown tonight the work that we're doing is giving us back, because, there's been a lot of noise around, and I understand, there's been a lot of questions around recruitment and around players leaving and who's going to come. And we've discussed in length about that process and how it's an ongoing process. But we don't forget that we have a really strong MLS2 team. We have a really cohesive staff here where we are working together consistently. And, when you bring a guy like Steven Turnbull up, when you give a guy like Gabe Siegel a debut, you expect them to be able to perform at the level. And Steven Turnbull came on and, gave us the improvement that we needed because of Meech's tiredness due to international. But Gabe Siegel's debut was exceptional, especially in the build-up and his work rate. And Richie, I've said before, the expectation on Richie is to come in and give us what he has physically. He hasn't played a lot of football at PSV. Another guy that has played, 65 minutes in the last 3 months. So we put him on because we know the talent that he has, and he came on and he gave us life, gave us offensive quality. Naturally plays with Tales and Santi and Gabriel because they're the same type of guys that just want to play with the ball. And disappointed that we didn't win the game in the end, but it's an incredible point and a real team point tonight.
Joel?
Hey, Coach. So before conceding the opening goal, it seemed like you guys seemed to have some trouble getting into those dangerous areas to create scoring opportunities in the penalty area. What changed in the final 20 minutes from your perspective? Because it seemed like you guys were pouring it on after the 70th minute and getting more point-blank chances.
Yeah, well, we have guys that naturally want to play together, and they're really technical, talented players, and they want to play and they want to combine in the edge of the box. When you play against a team 4-4-2 diamond and they have a lot of players central, the attack is on the side. And you can see we were saying at halftime and we were saying throughout the second half that if we can get the ball on the side and we can get runs, in behind the line or crosses into the box, we will create chances. I thought in the first half we dictated the game, but we just didn't put the ball where the space was, which was on the sides to get 2v1 or get crosses enough. Second half we started to do it, but we could have done it more. But just the fact we dictate the game, I think, is a real positive for our team moving forward.
Right.
Hey, Coach. New England ran 4-4-2 diamond, obviously with Heel up top. That's different than what the team's seen so far this season. I saw a lot of, what you like to say as focusing on playing your game. The team kind of ran out its own tactics and formations that it's used to. But is there any little wrinkles that you had to deal with facing something like this? Did you have to emphasize the switch, things like that?
No, we knew that they played a diamond against Houston. So we knew they had potential to play a diamond. We knew Morello was going to be out due to his international travel. So potentially without so many wingers, they could do it again. We didn't change anything. There's more demand on our wingers because we press with our wingers at times, but they have to tuck in and jump on the side of the diamond. And, I thought Tales Magno, Mateus Pellegrini were incredible at that. You see the work rate. Mateus has to come out of the game because he put so much work in. We flipped into Gabriel Pereira, and, the guys are tuned in, and, it's a real team point tonight because of that reason. Defensively, I thought we were really good. We denied them opportunities to cross the ball at times, and when they did, we defended the box well, and we dictated the game so that we dictate the tempo. So, we knew that they could potentially play a diamond, but I thought we dealt with it exceptionally well.
Michael?
Nick, good results on the road. I didn't hear, I don't think I heard a specific answer on Thiago Andrade, if he's still a member of the roster. And then secondly, it seems like the chances that the team has been conceding in the games have been based on their own mistakes, giveaways in bad areas. Is that something what you think it's just going to come together as the team gets more consistency and grows into the season, or are there specific things you want to work on?
We have to stop making mistakes. I think ultimately the mistakes are coming because of where we are. I say again, it's not an excuse, but James Sanders came in and played Chicago, Miami, DC, all of these games. We went on the road to Houston, played in the back, played tonight. Previous to that, he played 86 minutes in a Scottish Cup game in 2.5 months, and 12 minutes coming off the bench. And, so there's not a lot of minutes in his legs. So when we get to that 70, 75 minute mark, a guy like James Sands is not as fresh as he will be in 6 weeks with the minutes. So, the mistakes, and of course, it's no excuse. It's a mistake for the goal, the penalty at Houston is a mistake now. This team will grow at that. We will review it. We will look at it. We will improve at it. The same happened last year away at Columbus, away at Miami, and we fixed those mistakes and we rolled to the conference final. So, I own those mistakes. I tell the guys to play and continue to play because it's how we dictate the game. If the game goes end to end, New England are better than us. So we have to keep the game short and keep the game compact, and it keeps us in control. And I'll say again, the team is the most important part for me when I select rosters and when I select squads. And for me, it's the guys that are here, the guys that are going to help us win the football game, and the guys that are going to help us, the team, win football games moving forward.
And final one, Christian Hennig.
Hi, Coach. You kind of alluded to it there a little bit. To go down a goal with 20 minutes to go, the character must be quite impressive to you to watch on the side.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, I said to the team, for us to finish in, positive positions, which to me is the top four, and we want to improve 2-1, and I'll continue to set the bar high. We have to have every part of the game. We have to be able to dictate games with possession. We have to be able to suffer and bend, not break when we're under pressure, which will happen on the road. We have to be able to go in front and hold leads, and we have to be able to come back when we're behind. And tonight is a really good example of a team with a real togetherness, a real spirit. I think you can see tonight, I thought Telles Magno was exceptional. I thought it was a real individual performance from him in the sense of how he dictated the game and really dictated our attack. And for me, so many pleasing parts rolling into a 3-game home stretch.